Hello VC. This time I thought I'd make a video about the records that I have searched for a long time before finding them. I'm sure all of you have the same experiences. So let's start with the latest one. This Page Ashton Lord, Malice in Wonderland. I searched for this one for about 8 or 10 months, and it wasn't because this wouldn't have been available. No, just the opposite. This was actually available the whole time. On the very first day that I decided that I want this, I could have gone to the 2 different shops here and buy this. But the problem was the price. This was always too expensive for my taste, because I was quite certain that this record wouldn't be a great record, let's say that way. But I wanted to get this just to get to know this. I had a certain amount of faith in it that I would like this, but I didn't think I would think that this is a great record, and it turned out to be right. It was very frustrating to look for this because this was available on eBay almost all the time. There were some days in between that this wasn't available, but this was available on eBay and on those 2 stores here all the time, but it was always too expensive. So I was very very glad to find this one day with a price sticker that I was happy with. Okay, let's take that one. Now then, this next one was probably the most intense hunt of any record that I have done for, and that is Joan Jett and the Blackhearts album. I searched for this album for about 2 years, and I did search for this. I mean, I really tried to find this. During that time, this was only available as on a double CD, which the other record was The Glorious Results of a Misspent Youth, but I didn't want that. I wanted this one alone. So it really did take me a long time. For about 2 years I searched for this on every store that I visited, and I searched for this online also, and I didn't find it. It did appear on eBay a couple of times, but it was either too expensive to begin with, or I lost the bidding. So when I finally found this at the one record store here, you would have thought that I would have jumped on it right away, but I didn't. I saw this price sticker here and I thought, yeah, good price, and I just passed it. I don't know why. I just, okay, fine, it's here, maybe I should buy it. I went through another records there, maybe for an hour or so, and then I just came back to it and bloody hell, I have to have this, and I have to have it now. Yeah, I'm glad I found this, and this is a great record. Really good record. So I'm very pleased to have this finally. Okay, eBay age. It was somewhere around late 80s. I decided that I want to buy Iron Maiden singles that have songs on the B-side not included on their albums. So their first single, Running Free, was one of those. It's got Burning Ambition on the B-side. But this one was one that eluded me all the time. I did find nearly all of the others very easily. It wasn't difficult to find, but this one I didn't find. In 1990, when they released those double singles, 12 inches, even then I missed this. I don't know, it just passed me by. So then there was a long time that I didn't see this at all. And I have to say that I didn't really do much of a search either. So when it came to eBay the time for me, I started looking for this one. And it took me about a year and a half until I finally won this. This was available many times, but I lost bidding on this probably about 12 to 15 times until I finally won this. Okay, then Joni Mitchell, Blue. Now, just because I decide to buy some album, it doesn't mean that I'm going to buy it straight away if I found this. And this is one of those examples. It took me 3.5 years before I finally bought this, and I did find this several times during that period. But when I'm going to buy some album, I want it that day. I don't buy the record just because it's on my list. I want it right that time. And I was a bit lucky because this one includes a booklet with it. It's part of the HMV Classic Collection. I remember only a few records that was included in this. Led Zeppelin 4, Rumors by Fleetwood Mac, and Hotel California by the Eagles. These were actually released in a box set. Albums came just as they were originally, but it included a booklet like this. It tells a little bit about her career and about the making of this album. So this was a good find. But yeah, it really did take a long time before I was finally in a mindset to buy this record. Okay, a different kind of story is Ella Fitzgerald. Oh Lady Be Good, Best of the Gershwin Songbook. This is one of those times that I don't really know where it came from. One day it just struck my mind that I need to get records by the Gershwins. And I don't know where I heard it, but I heard from somewhere that Ella Fitzgerald had done this songbook series, and Gershwins was one of them. So I started looking for this one, or rather not this one, I didn't know that this one existed, but Ella Fitzgerald songbook series by Gershwins. And I did find this somewhat quickly, but for some reason this cost about twice the amount of what was the going price for the new record at the time. So I didn't buy this. And for the next about year and a half, 2 years, something like that, I did find this 3 or 4 times, but it always cost about twice the normal price. So by that time I knew I was going to be visiting USA, so I just decided that I won't be looking for this anymore until I get there, and I will find this here, find this there. See my trust on the American record stores, and well, it was. I was right about that, because I did find this on my first town I visited in the US, which was Los Angeles. It's I would say a bit surprising how much trust I had for the American record stores, because I didn't know any record stores in America at all. I just trusted I will find there, and I did. This was the second record store in LA that I visited, which was Tower Records at Sunset Boulevard. But this was actually the last record that I bought from there, so it didn't jump at me straight away. But when I did find this, it was about 1/3 of the price that I would have had to pay here. So yeah, I was very glad to find this. Okay, so those took quite a long time to find, but actually they were nothing compared to the one that takes the cake, that took the longest time, and that is Bonnie Raitt, Luck of the Draw. I bought this in February 1992, and that summer my car deck ate it up, so I lost this one. I started looking for this one, and I did find this on CD several times, but it was always on full price. And because I hadn't paid the full price on the first time, I wasn't going to be paying full price on the second time. And I also did find this as a second-hand LP a couple of times, but it didn't include the lyrics, so I didn't buy that. So this was really difficult to find. So yeah, it took me years and years and years that I was looking for this one, and I didn't just find this for a good price, that is. So same as with Ella Fitzgerald, I decided that I will find this from America, and so that meant something like a year, maybe a bit more, break in the search for this. So when I went to America, it turned out to be surprisingly difficult. I did find this on CD a couple of times during my trip there, and it wasn't too expensive, but I decided that I want to find it cheaper. But so it took me all the way until my last stop in America, which was in New York, that I finally found this. This would have been available on LP there, but since I had it originally on tape, I decided to go for a tape there too, because well, it just happened to be there on tape, and it was the first time during the trip that I found this on tape. So this one, all in all, took 10 years to find. So I don't think that there's quite too many to take that long to find their records. I mean, if you're really hunting for it. Okay, that's it for this time. Thanks for watching. Bye.